Hello there. I think we're live. It's hard to know if there's a lag. I apologize if any weird camera stuff happens. I'll fix it on the fly. Coming to you a little bit later than usual. This is the bottom of the top of the afternoon. We just hit all-time highs in SPY and NQ. I am short. This is purely a TA-based trade. If you see if you guys can follow this here. So NVIDIA, big time squeeze up today. Is in this window here. Look at that. Boom! It's like a $10 move on NVIDIA in one day. That's a big deal for the markets, y'all. Obviously, all the other semiconductor stocks followed suit. VIX has been playing along. It's been under pivot most of the day. It's playing at the pivot right now. This is the pivot 1877 for today. Thank you, AJ, for sharing that on Spaces this morning. Currently breaking below pivot. However, this prior day low is more interesting to me. That feels like more of a realistic pivot. Here's what's up. I'm going to move this back over. It's clearly stressing my computer out a little bit to be doing so many monitors and all in one thing. UVXY above its half gap, above 39. Flip this. NVIDIA failed to reach all-time highs while the market made all-time highs. And a little squeezed here. Now, the TA on this trade has to do with the shape of the chart. So we had a news sequence of candles. I caught this to the upside a little bit. Shorted it ever since, even with this liquidity sweep up above. I've noticed this on these impulse moves up at all-time highs to make a new all-time high. It forms what I'm hearing referred to a lot as poor structure, where there's like, this one had a decent retest where we broke a level, we broke resistance, pumped way up, sold back down on the next candle to bounce, and then hold those levels. So a revisit of 27,340 would not be out of the question. Definitely a visit of 360 could happen. Definitely a visit of 380 could happen. Those are my feelings, just based on we have not gotten above this news high. If you exclude sort of these guys up here, this was, in my opinion, post-news, little surge, top out of buyers for the day. I think that might be high of the day. Now, of course, we're up like 1.74% today, so that's a pretty bold call to say that we're done going up, but we're currently at SPY's pre-market high. You can see that we're just starting to reject above it over here in the bottom left of this 4x4 grid. I think losing the pre-market high on SPY is going to have a little bit of a psychological effect on the market, and it's going to start to send us lower. Meanwhile, VIX at the prior day low, a little bit of a gap down. UVXY is testing 39. Let's go. Okay. The other shape that we formed here is what I've heard referred to as the Vommy dolphin, where it's a fin, and then the dolphin goes all the way down. So this is purely, it's one micro trade here. Up green on the day. Just for the record, this account is $200 away from payout. This is a TopStep XFA. SPY is at its pre-market high. UVXY and VIX both got a bounce off of the prior day lows. Who would short the all-time highs? Trading for all audiences. I have a good reason to do it. I don't believe we're going to make a new high of the day. If I'm wrong, I'm risking $59 of profits I've already made. And if I'm right, I believe we should at least come back and test, the 360s to 340s. My cost basis is here at 403. That's 40 to 60 points, and I'm risking 30 points above. So, a potentially 1-to-1 to 1-to-2 risk to reward trade. I think that's a pretty reasonable bet to make. Now, let's see if we can break this news candle high. I see the market moving here. Very interesting. Sure the music's working. Okay, we're gonna watch really closely here. If we make a new high, then the thesis is over. But I don't believe that this news candle high is actually gonna get broken. Let's watch close. move that up a little bit so y'all can see. We did not break the news candle high. NVIDIA did get a pretty solid bounce there, but it's under the 210 level. Let's watch 210. There's 210 tapped on NVIDIA. VIX broke the prior day low, just for those of you keeping score at home. Oil also caught a rejection. That might be what's pushing the market up momentarily. NVIDIA 209.80s. Seems like a little bit of a 210 rejection there, if I'm being honest. Okay, now we did break the 400 sort of resistance level. We're testing this area in between. Basically from where my stop is to from where my entry is. This is all a test of buyers versus sellers. We found that there are definitely sellers inside this range. However, there were buyers in this range too that were supportive, right? This is our 9 EMA, which we've been riding. The 9 EMA is currently right at 400. So let's see if it acts as support. We're at the news candle high. Making another go for it. 209.70s NVIDIA. Okay, that's the news candle high. We're pushing above the news candle. My thesis is starting to look less and less correct. VIX plunging below the prior day low. Let's see what happens here. Big plunge on the VIX. We're back inside the news candle wick. Oh, making sure you guys can hear the music. I'm jamming to my... Okay, just making sure I'm not bouncing to myself here. I do that from time to time. Bouncing by myself. We are above the news candle high. Close to getting stopped out. I'm not worried about that. Look at that VIX. Trying to bounce a little bit up here. Very close to my stop. NVIDIA 209.70s.
Order filled.
I added one more right here. Even though we are above this news candle high, I'm seeing the VIX starting to bottom. I'm going to open up my stop a little bit too. Just looking over to the left, not much to look at, all-time highs. So we are taking a risky bet here, shorting against a push above all-time highs. Like once it goes above here, there's no telling how high it can go. So that's why we're keeping a tight stop. I like the bounce I'm seeing start to materialize on VIX. NVIDIA 209.40s. Seeing a bounce here from entry. Back inside the news candle. We just technically have put in a lower high. Not totally bullish. I'm close to entry here. VIX did not really give us a good bounce. I got another rejection on UVXY as well. I will size down in profit if we get a little bit of a push down. Especially if we get a push down to that EMA below. Bit of a hanging man situation. Let's see if we can push below that other 2-minute candle here on the 2-minute chart on NQ. We trade the NQ on trading 4L audiences. Before we're getting a bounce from the bottom of this candle. Definitely some resistance to be found inside this zone, as I pointed out, but there are buyers and sellers. They have not decided who's going to win yet. We're not just going to lean into one outcome. Either one could happen. VIX continuing to plunge. The last chance for the VIX idea. Just zoom straight through this zone. Starting to manifest. That's the top of the news candle. Still resistance on the top of the candle. Oil 93.50 sort of holding there as support. Ooh, that was a bit of a hot stove reaction off of our level. Watching really close for a huge bounce to materialize. All right, that's out of one at the EMA tap as promised. That was pretty much a break even. And now I'm moving my stop to break even. This trade will not go red. There we go. I lost about 10 bucks on it. I'm prepared to go short again. I'm watching the VIX trying to put in a bounce. I'm seeing the video at 209.60s. I'm seeing SPY testing the resistance again. All right, I got short again. VIX needs to put in a bounce right here, or we're gonna go higher. Now again, stops are important. That's the risk that I'm taking on this trade. Technically that last trade was a red one. Video still under 210 has got my attention. BXY is testing the prior day low, also got my attention. There's the VIX bounce. Out of one on the EMA tap. Make sure we don't bounce off the EMA. EMA is holding as a little bit of support right now. I'm going to take out one more if I start to see a bounce materialize. All right, took out one more on the plunge. Moving my stop down to break even again. Trade cannot go red. See how this EMA can act as support and bounce in your face? That's why the stop is where it is. No telling what's going to happen next. VIX could reject again. That's kind of happening. We're still just riding this EMA train up. We're gonna limp this thing over the finish line to get this payout. Nvidia 209.68.74, big jump in Nvidia. We are still at the top of the news candle. Having trouble getting over it. I'm short again from up there. Stop a little bit above the high. 50 bucks. There's one micro on this one. This news candle is proving to be tricky for the market. Trying to learn my lesson from previous news candles that perhaps sets sort of like a mast for the sale of the high of the day. And if we can't get over it, that's not bullish. So weirdly enough, up 1.75% in the day, I am not bullish. Now, I am a counter trend trader, which is not always the most successful strategy, but that's just what's up. Just how I do it. This EMA is still holding a support. Now, I only shorted one there, so I'm just going to play with my stop rather than taking trims along the way. Okay, seeing some more rejection come in. Nvidia 209.73, 71, 70. We like this. We like this. Now, we are clear to this sort of like 400 level SR flip. Let's make sure that we don't bounce off of the 400.
Order filled.
Stopped. Prepared to re-enter. Nvidia, let me get a better view of this. Seeing it reject from EMAs above. Not a great look for a squeeze day, in my opinion. That might have been the end of its move. watching the VIX closely here, 38.92 on the UVXY. Why is that number important? 38.94. We are at half gap on the UVXY. If it bounces, we are going to short it hard. Short the market hard, not the VIX. Okay. Just going to go with one again. A little bit at a time. UVXY did not get the bounce. 38.89.
Order filled.
Still seeing weakness out of NVIDIA. 209.73, 71.69. Okay, got short again. Just kind of moved my cost basis up after getting stopped out break even so many times. Taking this a little even less risk on this one, so I could add within this zone if I start to see more interesting things happening out of the VIX or the UVXY or the tick or anything else. I can add within that zone without having to put on too much more risk from where I was. You see, I'm actually putting on less risk on this trade because I stopped out in profit on the first one. I now have the option to re-short from a higher cost basis, which makes this less risky. And if it rips into my face, okay, now it's only $43. You know, like I'm risking even less. I have even less emotional attachment to the outcome of this trade. I still feel my thesis is good. This news candle is sus. And I think the market needs to come back down here and test liquidity below. Basically, if we break below 360s, it's going to be party time on shorts. Counterpoint. VIX is in decline. 38.95 now on the UVXY. That was a little bit of the bounce that I wanted to see. Let's narrow this down. We're just going to make this not a binary, trinary? That's not a thing. Okay, here we go. Oh boy, see? It can rip directly into our face holes, whatever it is. Oh, come on, TradingView. I gave you less to do with less charts. We are at the news candle high. I'm going to add one more. I'm now short 2 micros inside this zone, risking $78. If it rips into my face hole, then so be it. I'm seeing VIX with an inverse head and shoulders. Oh, sorry, I'm not updating my charts here. I'm paying too much attention to the trade, not enough attention to the stream. Classic blunder. Oil, hey, who put these lines on my chart? They still work the next day, guys. This was from yesterday's push up. And notice where we held resistance and support. These lines are important. We flipped that SR overnight. Looks like Wednesday night? Now, watching my trade again, this VIX bounce is very, very interesting to me. And let me show you this inverse head and shoulders that I'm noticing here, which could be supportive for those of you not as familiar with the TA. Not like I know what I'm talking about. Okay, shorts starting to work out. Now, this EMA has been super supportive, so I'm looking to take a profit when we get a little bit lower, and then I'll leave my last one to run, and we'll see where my risk lines up at that point. Okay, 406 now. A tap of 400 would get me out of this first position. I mark it in and out. This is how I do it. 405. Testing the earlier support. Oil's getting a little perky. VIX, a little perky. UVXY is testing 39 now. Alright, I'll go draw you the inverse head and shoulders in just a minute, I promise. 400 is holding as support right now. Must break 400 if there's any hope to the downside. This EMA is very strong. This is the 9 EMA on the uptrend. This is what supports the whole trend the whole day. Oil's above the 93.50 level. I think that's noteworthy. Testing the bottom of that candle. Out of 1 in profit. And look, I've reduced my risk. I'm now only risking $35 if it rips in my face hole. Meanwhile, what's VIX up to, huh? What's UVXY up to? The UVIX. favorite VIX. What? Above the 39 pivot that we've been looking at all week. After doing a false breakdown in the AM session, or now in the PM session, believe it or not. Check that out. Look at that wick down there. Yikes! Not totally bullish the market. So while the market has been going up, making highs, playing with this news candle high, the VIX has quietly been basing and actually getting higher while oil caught a mega bounce. This is all about 11:45 a.m. I'm guessing. Yeah, 11:40, 11:45. Until we break through this 93 level on oil or the 39 level on UVXY, I can't in good conscience stay long the market. Therefore, I think it's a short. Watching real close on the UVXY, doing a little bit of a support resistance flip off the 39 level after recapturing the prior day low, after bouncing off the pre-market low. If this was the SPY chart, I'd be so bullish this chart, and that's the UVXY chart. It's not great for longs in the market, right? 39.08 on the UVXY. Market looks dumpy. I'm gonna just very poorly. I don't know if it's gonna let me. Bonnie, dolphin. So this is a dolphin, obviously. Has a fin on its tail, and a fin on its back. I gotta get rid of it. Sucks. So I'm drawing with a mouse. I have this drawing tablet. I just never kind of plug it in. This is actually truer to the Vami style. Look at that. And so obviously this is a dolphin, y'all. This is a Sadi Morjan, I want to say. I'm sorry about pronouncing your name. I'm not great at pronunciation. Whoa! Vomiting dolphin. Whoa! Vomiting dolphin. Vommy dolphin. Blah. Okay, anyways, thanks for sitting through my drawing. I'm going to move my stop to break even now. The short is playing out as advertised. You know what? I'm even just going to move. Look at this. I'm going to move my stop to the top of the news wick. I'm going to risk $8 on this trade, and I'm going to see if we can take this maybe like, again, can we take this down to 80s perhaps? So far, oh, this is also noteworthy, you know, like it, in spite of the vomiting marsupial? What's a dolphin? Mammal? Sorry, I'm trying to think of what genus a dolphin is. UVXY, finding a little bit of resistance on 39.17. Oil is riding its EMAs to the downside. This is just something. No, no more drawings. Just give me the normal. Give me the regular. You take my usual. So, will this Vami dolphin play out? Who knows? We're on the right side of the trade. I know that. VIX back above the prior day low. That's VIX and UVXY with a little bit of a bullish move off of a. Okay, here's the. It doesn't look as good here, so let me show you just on this VIX chart. 1:17 p.m. for those of you keeping score at home. Oh boy, come on, TradingView, we got this. A little more drawing, just a little bit more. I'll make it easy. I'm not gonna do anything weird. I'm just gonna do some curves. It can't really be ignored. Ugh, gross. Sorry guys. Again, we're working with limited resources here. I'm new at this. Once I start to get really good at this though, you know, like more viewers, more subscribers, I will get a better. Can you tell that I was once a designer editor? Maybe still am, who knows where the day may take us? Oh, that folks, an inverted head and shoulders, which is considered to be a bullish pattern where we've swept liquidity below, found support, moved up, tested it, but did not break the original support. Inverse head and shoulders. And what's interesting here is inside of this Vommy Dolphin is a 1, 2, 3 head and shoulders. I love head and shoulders just because they're fun to draw. No other reason. Also, shout out Head and Shoulders shampoo. You know, if you know, you know. Presently, I use a random hippie shampoo, which I love. It's called like mud. I don't know. It's called something weird. All right, we are below the 400 support resistance line. Still could conceivably have a bounce. I'm gonna even draw it over here. So you got the idea about the dolphin, right? Maybe I'll find something better. Find a better one. Can I can just. Oh, all right. I'm new at this. Get out of here. Well, it kind of worked. Crosshairs is not the icon. Come on, TradingView, be a design app. Why do we have discrepancies in our user experience? Uh-oh, but the vomit is starting. The vomit's starting. Just watch out. Watch out, Longs. Sometimes I know what I'm talking about. Shout out to Sadie. Follow Sadie. He gives all this information out for free. The Vommy Dolphin is his creation / coin. He coined the term. We're in the 80s here. I want to see if we can roll below 80s. And again, we're testing 60s if we get below 80s to 70s. You know, it's a bit of a range. Let's say if we go below 82, I would definitely look for a plunge into the upper 60s to like low 70s. You know, we'll see. Currently, we're sitting at a 5-to-1 risk to reward ratio trade. That's the ones that they write books about, ladies and gents. And currently, the news candle high of the day thesis holds. You're welcome. Got some good trading. Getting a plunge. Okay, we're below this. Okay, that's the plunge I was waiting for. VIX looking tasty. Also heading to potential resistance. Okay, we're in the 80s here. I would love to see, again, a test of this liquidity where we bounced before. 76 was kind of the line in the sand. We're at 80s, 84 now. Starting to see some bounce form off of 80. Want to get below 80s into those 70s. Give me the juicy 70s. Come on. And I have to move my trade up. It's doing so well. You're welcome. You're welcome, world. And my one viewer, I love you, whoever you are. Okay, let's get below 80 and I want to test the 70s. We had very little time spent in the 70s. Again, we create weak structure when we get giant news candles to the upside or downside, but probably more to the upside because we're at all-time highs. At any point, it's the high. It's the high is in. This could be the all-time high ever. We could just never top this. It's unlikely, perhaps impossible, you might say. I'm not going to trade like that's the case, but I'm going to, you know, treat the day like I found the high. Here we go, heading to the 70s. This is around where I'd be tempted to take profit if I start to see a bounce off of 78. Yep. Okay, I'm seeing UVXY at its 39.17 resistance level. VIX might pop up to 1885, get a rejection, sends us up to the next leg up. Into the 70s now. Let's see how it goes at 76. Remember, that's the bottom of that other wick. We're at 79.25, 76.75. Kind of breaking lower, 76. We're below that other wick. Now let's test the 70s. Let's test the 70s. Here we go. We're testing to the bottom. Testing to the bottom side. I love it. I love it. We're down to 70. That's what I was waiting for. That's what I was waiting for. The dolphin is going bananas. We're in the 60s. We're at the 60s. 68, 67. VVXY is starting to expand. All right, took my profit. It's an 8-to-1 trade. You're welcome. Oh, and look at the exit. Look at the exit. Ah! I wish somebody was watching to see that. That was a great trade, everybody. That was a 45 point. Where were we? from this news candle high, 18 to 72. That's, that's almost like a 50-point trade, you guys. You're welcome. I don't know who I'm saying you're welcome to. Nobody's watching. Just for reference, the VIX chart about to update here with a new candle. I would not be surprised to see it get rejection because we're sort of like in this area. Get the eraser off the screen. You're making me look bad. Whoo! What a scalp, ladies and gentlemen. $90 away from payout. Could have done a little reversal there, but I don't roll like that. Above pivot on the VIX. That should be on the chart, I reckon, which is coincidental to the Monday low. What do I got discrepancies in my indicators here. So I was expecting that rejection right here on the VIX, which launched us up. We're just doing an EMA test. We still have not gotten above the news candle high. Like you could potentially reshort from this EMA tap, but I just wanted to sort of like get into this guts of it in the 60s. Damn, that was a good trade. Woo! All right. Indicate. Here's what's interesting about this. I have 1877 as the daily pivot. Thank you, AJ on Twitter, who I should probably be listening to right now because he knows way more than I do, but he's having lunch. Yes. 1877 daily pivot. Now, what's noteworthy about 1877 is that it's Monday's low also. Now, today's low, or prior day low, yesterday's low. Wow, check this out. We've sort of formed, inadvertently, we've made an uninverted, which is just regular head and shoulders on the VIX. Indecision. I don't know what to do with this. The inverse head and shoulders, however, was just... Okay, this is an EMA tab. I don't want to short it anymore because I saw the VIX reject. I mean, you could reload a short here. I will be watching the top of this news candle, and I will be listening to see if AJ is on Spaces because, I just value his insights when we talk about market conditions. You should follow the Architect on Twitter. I'm a subscriber. I don't share any of the subscriber info that I get from that subscription. I only share what AJ shares on stream. And AJ is amazing. In fact, everybody at TTP on Twitter /X TTP. Yeah. TTP. Love those guys. They have helped me immensely just by learning via listening, which is 98% of this game. Man, ain't nobody on right. No, none of my friends. Wait, maybe. Care about small caps. I don't care about founders. Nobody to listen to. So I'm highlighting up here 417. This is a 400 tap from below, potentially a bearish retest of the 400 level, but the VIX is gapping down. It's retesting its prior day low. Let's see what happens there. Why is this a 2 minute? Okay. All right, the 2 minute chart, too gappy. 5 minute, better. We tested and held the prior day low on VIX, not bullish the market. We rejected the 400 level on the NASDAQ. Tempted to reshort here. UVXY 39.11. We'd found rejection at 39.20. Holding 90s after rejecting 400 even. All right, so here's what I'm gonna do. Entering another short there at 90, and my stop is gonna be at 402. See what happens. Now, could we just kind of reclaim this EMA and launch up again to the face hole, perhaps? There's a rejection on the UVXY. This is that resistance. This is not the highest RR trade. I'm not gonna look. I'm probably even gonna have a negative RR on my TP on this one, unless we get a huge plunge. Again, this was just kind of the EMA tap, 400 tap. Where my stop is, where it is. UVXY has a very interesting looking pattern developing. So it's going to test this. This is Monday's mid and the previous day's close. Seems like it really wants to test that one more time. Let's see how it reacts. Definitely needs to get above the sort of like 39.17 level, or this is going to be a true bounce in the market, one not to be shorted, and we will have made an inexpensive, non-costly mistake. Could this be a giant bull flag? I don't know. I don't know what's going to happen. The market could mega bounce here. I only know that I'm willing to risk $30 to find out. Okay, there we go. I would love to see sort of like an H pattern start to emerge, just like this was a big H. I'd like to see a little H here. We just go straight down. Okay, there's UVXY testing its oh, it's kind of getting rejected again at resistance. Market is at resistance and support as well. 80s. Remember, 80s were where we initially bounced on the first short. We've re-shorted from 87, currently up 10 points. This is where the market must bounce if it has any hope of holding the structure to the upside. In my opinion, I don't know what I'm talking about. All right, and that's where I'm seeing the bounce, so I took my profit. That was a $10 trade. This again, we found buyers here at 67, and look at that, another great exit on a short. Perhaps, and I'm prepared to reshort. I'll even reshort with size if I see us plunge up, plunge down situation. VIX rejected. Oh, see, there's the plunge I was looking for. Let's see which direction we end up going. I'm going to size down. 1 micro only. Testing this EMA again. Will we recapture it and head further up? Oil 93.96, but rejecting off of 94. I think an oil reclaim of 94 could be a reason to short, but I am seeing it currently reject, which is bullish the market. Oh, see, can't even lean back. 94 on oil. I'm short again. I don't want to see oil reject 94. I want to see it get above 94. Ooh, that's a tough one. Again, I'm going to just keep my stop really tight. $50. Ooh. Look at that bounce right off the entry. UVXY with a bit of a top wick off of resistance. Oil 93.92. 93.90. I think that was a legitimate 94 test and reject. Seeing volume coming in. Don't know which direction it's going to go yet. The stop is really tight. 93.95 oil. 93.96 oil. 93.93. It's trying, guys. It's trying, but I don't know. I don't know, y'all. Kind of shorted into the hole here. Could get my face ripped. There's the EMA tap again. Recapturing the EMA is bullish, of course. Y'all can see that. Still within this news candle. Sus candle, in my opinion. It was a piece, something deal candle. Oil's not looking super supportive over the 94. It was worth a shot. Not going to add or anything. I'm just going to be sort of like a break above it and I'll cut it early sort of situation. Just watching the top of the wick of the candle that rejected before it. We're doing a candle by candle method here on the 2-minute. XY still can't get above that 39.17. Definitely needed that. Okay, that's a big push on the market. Remember, we saw volume come in a minute ago. There's the top of that wick. Let's see how we do. VIX got another rejection. XY is not looking very constructive. UVXY would really need to pop above 39.17 for us to get continuation downside. We've found support in the market, and now we're shorting into support, which is not advisable. That's why we keep our stops tight, tight, tight. Tight, tight, tight. Okay, there's UVXY at 39.15. Interesting. You have my attention. Market supportive here, though. Prepared to cut this if it starts to bounce above that wick. Oh, UVX. What's the point? Market-wise, yep.
Order filled.
I cut it early. It was about a $40 loss. Now, to reshort or not from higher is always the question. Got to see something out of UVXY. Got to see something a little more productive. Again, all-time highs can just wreck you to the upside. It's tough to short the highs. We're profitable on the day from doing that, but, you know, not going to stick around. 400 test. Okay, boom, big squeeze up. Glad we got out early. 39 tap on UVXY. I shorted one. I'm short from 404, just in case that was just an impulse that we can ignore. And if I'm risking the whole range, it's only another $50 risk. And I could even add. We're back in this original short idea that we took from here down. I think that impulse up is probably the last chance. Although we were at 135. Might be the last impulse of the bulls. Starting to get the head and shoulder, double shoulder look. But overcoming that, of course, would be noteworthy. News candle high, 418. My cost basis, 404. Shorten the all-time highs. Sorry. Just one micro. Anybody out there who wants to give me some advice? Yay, TTP is back! I'm telling y'all, if you are not on TTP on Twitter, you gotta get on that now. This is important. You guys are fantastic. News candle high. I added it, the news candle high. What do we do? What do we do? Oil is really plunging here. This is the only thing that has my attention that is counter to our thesis. VIX did get the rejection under 39, but remember, we're above the 38.80s prior day low as the next level down. It could be supportive. Now, I will de-risk in profits. Just to review, where did I get filled on that first one? First one, filled 404. So we can get below 404, and I will try to take one out. So far, news candle wick theory holding up. 407 now. VIX got a little bit of a bounce again, just off of its prior day low. Oh, no, just dip below there. Okay, but potentially booming up to all-time highs is going to happen. Risking 97 of my profit. We're at 405s. 405 and change, and it got a bounce off 405. Really got to get a plunge below 400 for this short idea to manifest. Okay, there's 408, 406. Get below 404, please. And I will de-risk 402. I'll take it. I'll take it. And look, my risk is only now $35. $35 risk. Now, where'd they film me? They filmed me at 403. You mother. Okay, so that was a $2 trade. Take it. I'll take it because what I did is it allowed me to put my cost basis at the news candle high, baby. No, we've breached it. We have not held above. This is resistance, baby. We are short from the right spot on the chart. We need a studio audience. Right spot on the chart. Love this trade. Shorting all-time highs. Who would do that? Okay, 1870 VIX, UVXY is getting a little gross. I'm going to show this to you guys on the 2-minute, even though it's super gappy, not to be trusted totally. That's our pivot. That's our pivot where I was speculating we maybe turn it as support and head up. Okay, we're at 398. Under 400s. Now, we got to watch out for this EMA hiding below at 89. It could be a take profit spot. We're at 96 now after a little bit of a bounce. We didn't even make it to the EMA for a take profit. Okay, VIX got the bounce. Let's see if UVXY recaptures 39. That would be potentially bearish the market. No, it rejected it. Back to 400 test from below. This is breaching 400s. I originally got short from under 400. Looks like a rejection from 400. That's what I like to see. VIX, come on, my VIX. VIX. Yayo, let's push downward. That is normally when I say let's push, I mean to the upside, but I guess I'm talking to the VIX right now. A hardcore reclaim of 27,400, and I'll go ahead and just take my profit. In fact, you know what? We're at a 1-to-1 right now. I'm going to move it to break even just in case it does rip into the face hole. And I will re-short it from up there too. This EMA. This dang EMA we've been holding all day. Who would have thunk it would hold again? They're at 400 though. A loss of 400 is a psychological, devastating to the psychology of the market. No, but it is a psychological level. And losing it, I think, is noteworthy. Devastating? Perhaps. We can only hope as we are short the market. Ayo, there's the 39 level UVXY, but it did not hold. 406. Oof. That was that bounce over 400 I talked about. That my stop is a break even. VIX not playing along. This might be the move to actually go to highs. Yep. That's a good stop out. Back into the news candle. That was in profits. I will short it even harder if I see something cool happen. I'll go three. I'll go 3 micro rows against all-time highs. That's my confidence that we have hit the high of the day. There it is.
Order filled.
That's 3 short now. VIX, UVXY 3903. We got to get above 3905. Oh, we got to get this stop in. Our risk, $150. This is kind of much like where we've been shorting from this whole time. Making little greens here and there. I will de-risk with a little bit of profit. Holding the 400 level. Not great for the short. Gotta get back under 400s if we really want to see downside. Again, that 400 psychological level is currently being our support resistance line. Flipperoo. And we don't want to be on the wrong side of a flipperoo, anybody. That's a sad time for everyone. I like seeing the tough resistance right here inside this big old bull flag, potentially. Break that 400. Let's break that 400. We're at 406. 650 is my spot. Okay. UVXY, you gotta work with me here, UVXY. Very buoyant up here. Not seeing the selling pressure that we saw before off of the resistance line, so I'm going to be very, very, very cautious. I will exit early before my stop if I start to see shenanigans. Still bouncing off of our entry, which is the 400 SR line. UVXY at 39. If it dumps hard, it'll launch the market. Remember that 417 is our news candle high, or 1825, excuse me. It's trying. UVXY 38, 98, 97. Okay, I added one more at the news candle high ish. Added another one at the news candle high. This is the last spot for this thesis to survive. Moving my stop down a bit. We're not going to risk a face ripper on that one. I will even exit some of my earlier positions just to wiggle my cost basis up for a larger move to the downside. Oil 93.50 is what I'm watching for the hold there. News candle high. 38.97 UVXY. Added one more right up as we kissed that news candle high. I'm short 6. This is a pretty big position, so I'm not gonna fuck around about. I'm not gonna fuck about. Here, there's that news candle in there. Okay, still looking for a big impulsive move to rip my face hole. 3902 UVXY, that's promising. Or 14, holding supportive. Boo. Okay, that's the news candle high. Candle high again. Add it again. Break above with gusto. I'm going to start to size down. $200 is the face ripper number. Above the news candle high ish. Back inside it. 39 UVXY. Not helping me at all, dude. Not helping me at all. Okay, fine. $300 risk. The face hole rip risk. There's a plunge back into the news candle. There's a big plunge. You give me some green and I'm gonna de-risk here. I love the shape of that candle. I like it a lot, but we don't want it to bounce and then go super green. Matter of fact, there we go. There is my take profit on almost all of my position. Technically, I guess we lost a little bit on that one. Ah, man, those fills are sus. We're up $20 and somehow we're down $40 now. It's okay. 3902 UVXY. Risking $30. There's that news candle high. No, UVXY dumped. We're above the news candle. My thesis is falling apart. We might be pushing back up to highs. Let's find out. VIX is going to have to do something to impress me here, or I'm going to be getting out of this position. Just basically for a loss. Shorting the all-time highs with for all audiences. Back in the green. Like that. There's just a lot of buying right here. Look at all these green candles coming in. Okay, UVXY at the prior day low, potential bounce point. That would be devastating to the market. But we are above the 400 support level, so it's hard to be like super bearish at this level. Not taking a backpack. I do like the top wick, but I'm not going to take the backpack. Well, maybe I'll take the backpack.
Order filled.
I'm short a backpack. From 419. New candles coming in. Let's see how it goes. Break even. Little red. Break even. Little red. All right, I'm out for $45 profit on the backpack. Backpack. Did it really fill me at 45 though is the question. Let's see. So I sold at $18.75, $17.50. Dollar has a point, 1.25 points to the downside. That should be a little bit of profit there. Somehow still not showing up in the P&L. Okay, 38.90 on the UVXY. Oil is below 94. It's not loving the short so much. We're above the news candle high. It works, and it works till it doesn't, y'all. I'm not gonna overstay my welcome on this short idea and just get ripped on all-time highs. VIX is under the prior day low. Oh, I like that. I like that rejection I just saw. VIX just woke up a little bit. I'm watching real closely here. Off the 420s. Yep, I'm short at 420. Now, I'm going to define my risk. Risking 200 on the backpack if it breaks the all-time high. Now, I'm going to hold through this a little bit. It might be a little uncomfortable, but I'm going to be okay. Getting comfortable with being uncomfortable in trades. Love to see a bigger move here. We're at 420. That's the trade on the backpack. Oh, the VIX is betraying us, guys. Oh, or is it? Or is it? Or is it? Or is it? Come on, backpack! Come on, backpack! All right, I'm out there for $70 profit on the backpack! And now I'm still just risking $24. Woo, we're walking it. We're walking it to the payout, guys. We're walking it to payout. Can we do it before I have to leave for my kids' market thing? Oh gosh, look at this beautiful chart. I love being short from the all-time high. It's not nerve-wracking at all. We are really far above this pesky EMA. Let's see if we come down and tap it and watch what happens. Whoo, backpack. I love it when the backpack works. Sorry, there's a lot of people screaming in my ear about nothing in particular. All right, EMA tap, EMA tap. It bounced. It bounced. Is that going to be the liquidity that it needs to get to the all-time high and stop us out? Glad I'm not still in a backpack. It's risky. It's risky biscuits. Pushing off the EMA bounce. I show you where the levels are, y'all. UVXY put in a little bit of a bottom here. It's trying. Got to get back over 39, bro. Oh, we're at break even on the micro. Above the news candle. That was the theory. I guess maybe this was some of a news candle too. Maybe that's what the theory is. Could be a bad theory. I mean, I don't know. $24.50 risk on the table out of the 604 I'm up today. If I see VIX do something cool again, I will add way up here. We're short in all-time highs. Need a theme song. Making a head and shoulders. If it goes down from here, it's not good for the market. Good for my short. Not good for the market. Okay. VIX, somebody do something. Okay, VIX is doing something. It's just not the right something. That's a big push. Are we going to go to the high? Are we going to go to the high? Or are we going to add one? Shorten all-time highs. Oh, big push. It's a big push. Opening up my stop a little bit. It's only 2 micros. It's got lots of room to grow. Lots of room to grow, but not grow. Lots of room to shrink. Hitting the highs. Hitting the highs. Are we gonna blast? Are we gonna blast above the high? There's the blast. There's the blast. I shorted it. What? Oh, it stopped me out. What? I tried to add up there. You.
Order filled.
Oh, you. I'm not gonna let that bother me. Did not want to stop out there. Should have made the stop wider. Oil, huge rejection. Dang. I'm out. This is not a time you want to be short. All-time highs. Woof.
Order filled.
I'm short again.
Order filled. Order filled.
Okay. Look at that giant wick. Pulling back inside the candle. We don't want to be too short. UVXY put on a really interesting bottom wick, though.
Order filled.
Interesting. Blast up to highs. Instant rejection. That's why we're short.
Order filled. Order filled. Order filled. Order filled.
Just de-risking. Getting my
Order
cost
filled.
basis a little higher. Woof! Look at that squeeze. Glad that we got out when we did, but it was a pretty big L on that. Watching VIX really closely from here. That was just a sudden impulse news candle. So much for my news thesis, guys. Boo, we lost some of our profit. That first stop out was actually a gift from this high, and then we blasted up 60 more points. Come on, VIX. Uh-oh, 38.79. Remember, 38.94 was our half gap. VIX Prime getting some green here. Oil did get a bounce off of 93. That's good news. Short 5 micros from the top rope. Ooh. Oh, VIX. Boo. Now, this green candle, this green wick doesn't fill up, that's going to be ugly on the market. Ugly problem on the market. Testing that prior high. You're far from the EMA that launched us before. Come back and test it. Take some profit down there. Fingers on the trigger to get out of this trade if we need to, just like the last one. I beefed on the flat and all. It was hard to get to. Cost me a couple dollars. VIX is rejecting on the low. 430 is surprisingly supportive up here. This was sort of like the walk-up level, 427. Anything above that is definitely going to be bullish for the market. Below 427 now, that's good. I'd love to see, oh, I noticed that our music has ceased. I would love to see an interaction. Oh man, whatever. There we go. Love to see an interaction down here to take some of my positions off around the 20, around the 4. Remember we were short of the 420 before. Dang, that was a big old squeeze up right in our face holes, just like I said could happen. This is why we always gotta have stops in and we don't fuck around on backpacks. Imagine if we were in a backpack from here, that would have been the whole account. That would have just been done in one move. That's why we fuck around with micros and we watch the backpacks close, close, close. Not interested in a backpack here. VIX is in complete decline. Let's check our equities. Very interesting. SPY is above the pre-market high for right now. Watch on that. Nvidia is still under 210. Not bullish. Okay, starting to see CBCs flip to our side of the equation. I love that. Here comes the EMA test. Will it just ride it, or will we get a little extension? All right, I'm out of some. Out of some more. Just locking in some profits here. We are in all-time high territory. There's nothing to really base our stops on, so we're just gonna have to kind of walk it down. Walk it on down. Okay, EMA tapping, tippity tap, tappy tap. Watching the QQQ 5-minute chart try to flip a CBC on us, please and thank you. 67, 663, 68. Currently, we get below the 60s, and that will be a CBC flip on 5. 74, 72. Get below 60s. All right. Very supportive there. We're just messing around inside this wick, and if that wick fills, that's gonna be to our face holes yet again. Go ahead and very close to the stop out there. VIX has got to do something for the shorts, or we're gonna have to switch bias here.
Order filled.
Yep, stopped out. Got above that wick. We're gonna fill this green wick. Okay. Currently $280-ish away from payout. Wait, what? We rejected right there after I stopped out?
Filled.
You son of... Go fill in that wick again. Risky. Risky. Pretty big position here for me. 10 micros from the top rope. What will happen? Green in the right. A little bit more green. What I like to see.
Order filled. Order filled. Order filled.
How did it fill me so poorly, guys? TopStep, come on! My cost base is here, but damn.
Order filled.
One off. You guys can even see this. I'm really enjoying this much more chill music, though. There's the SPY rejection that I like to see. All right, down in the 430s where we found support before. Make a little more off there. That's a $25 profit. And my stop is now break even. Now, do we backpack from all-time highs? Only if the VIX gets on our side, because we're certainly just riding the 2-minute EMA all the way to the moon. We definitely don't. 25 now. Again, we could just ride the EMA all the way up. So backpack is risky here. Backpack is definitely risky. VIX is doing something though. VIX is getting spicy. What's this guy doing? Whatever the hell. Come on. That's not YouTube. In the, oh, I hit stop down. Look, backpacks. Shopping for backpacks. Oh, see? This EMA has been so strong, and we're SR flipping on the 430. DBC just flipped on the 5 minute. Eased us last time with that. Couple seconds of the 5 minute candle. Let's see if it sticks. Above pre-market high on SPY. Best incoming. That 5 minute CBC is not sticking on the 5 minute chart. We could just as easily bounce and rip face from here. 420 again. This is where we were short before. I got a backpack on. It's starting to wake up. Wake up, VIX. All right, out of the backpack. That was a $50-ish profit. I'm not here for a long time. I'm here for a good time on the backpack. Meanwhile, this trade's doing great on the micro. We've almost regained almost everything we lost on the face rip. Move my stop down. Look at that. Backpack would have paid. It's all right. Guess I got to do this like walking the steps down on the backpacks too. That's really the lesson here. Okay, UVXY starting to wake up. NVIDIA starting to dump. I love it. Let's flip back to our better views here. UVXY still screwing around on the prior day low. We are still hanging on to this EMA. This is the one that we rode all day, but we have caught some decent shorts below it. So perhaps we lose its support. Perhaps. Watching VIX, a very bullish chart right here. UVXY has got to get above 39 again to really have conviction on a backpack again. Oil looking rejecty off 94. Remember I had made that mistake last time. Uh-oh. Kind of confirming above 94? 94.03? I'm engaged in another backpack. Fingers on the trigger. If we hit like a negative 100, I'm just going to dump out of this. Oil extension. Market bounce. Huh? Nope. Backpack not working out. Just gonna stop. Oof, that's a heavy backpack, y'all. VIX did not do the thing. EMA rejection is kind of the last hope on the backpack. VIX is getting spicy though. Just realized that there's nothing going on in my ear. Don't love that to be in a position. Squawk just silenced itself. EMA is rejecting so far. Better to cut this if we pop above. Market is strong. 420 again. Want to get our face ripped again. Oh, okay, I added another backpack on that EMA. Tappy tap. Fingers on the trigger to cut. Risky biskies here, guys. Be very careful. Face ripper could really hurt us. VIX looks like it's in fucking free fall. Cost basis at 418. Turn that candle red, would you? Feels like a jack in the box here. We gotta be extra cautious. Extra cautious here. Turn that candle red for daddy. It's not doing it. All right, I'm out of one. That's just for caution. Stopped out. A little loss on that one. There's my new risk on the backpack. Now, was that an early stop out? Perhaps. Now the candle turns red. Stop goes to break even. Backpack rules. Okay, need that candle to stay red. Stop's back at the top of the wick. Risking 45. We're at a 1-to-1 at this moment. Dang, look at that push up. Might be holding on to this bias a little too tight. UVXY is at its pivot. Would love to see a dump down here. Oof. Keep wanting to move my stop down and it bounces into my face. The face hole. There's the dump. Come on now. Turn that candle all the way red. Keep it red. Keep it down there. Keep it down there. Let's go. To the downside. Stops at break even. That's what we needed. That's what we needed. That's what we needed. Oh, don't bounce again. 418. That 420 level was the support. We've broken below it. Get back above. I will cut. Oh. Oh. Come on. UVXY, no balls. Let's go. 420s now. All right, I'm going to hold it with the stop in. 418, 417, 415, 414. All right, I'm out at 414. Woof! Recovered all the L and then some off of the first backpack. Still short on a micro. Still hovering around this needing $200 for a payout nonsense. Oh, that stop was in the whole time. Look at that. Look at that beautiful backpack trade off of the EMA rejection. Could have held, but I didn't. UVXY finally waking up. That's what I've been waiting for, my boy. Looking for another backpack, especially with that gross green candle. 414 now. That's where I exited the last backpack. VIX really waking up here. Come on now. VIX gapping up here. Oil 94. Let's see what happens off of 94. Currently looks rejecty. Yeah. Yeah. Is the market kind of fading here is the question. VIX gappy. I'm in another backpack to the short side. Shorten the hole. All right, I'm out of there. That was just a quick 35. I'll take it. Could have just moved my stop to break even, but again, we're here at support where we bounced before. It's hard to be like super bearish where we're supportive prior. Now, oh, VIX, hello. Hello, VIX. Hello, VIX. I just entered another backpack off the VIX waking up. Let's see what it's going to do. A little lower, and I'll take some profit. All right, $30. Again, supportive down here. So that was a sell. That was a 1 point short. $20. We'll take it. Okay, watching this MNQ trade now, because this, again, very supportive here. That was a very risky backpack. We keep rejecting this EMA, though. That's interesting to me. Now, well, I've got a little bit of a pause. Only stay for a short time more. Okay, watching real close here. I see VIX doing stuff. VIX is doing stuff. 3906 UVXY. Will it reject or will it confirm? Gotta get back to my boys at TTP. All right.
Order filled.
I'm shorting in the hole again. Watching really close here. Come on, VIX. Do it for real this time. Do it for daddy. Do it for daddy. Come on now. $30 is something. 35. All right, I'm out at $35 on the backpack. That was for God, 1.25 points. These fills are awful. 150 from payout. That doesn't mean I'm going to oversize here. VIX, very interesting chart here. Could reject again. Prepared to take my profits if that happens. Okay, EMA test from below. Okay, oil got a rejection off of 94. Okay, UVXY supportive on its 5-minute EMAs. Sorry, that's not UVX, that's QQQ. The CBC did flip on the EMAs, or on the QQQs. All right. Now, SPY did hold the pre-market low tests. Tell you what, NVIDIA 209 held. That could be its support for the day. Watching the EMA interaction here. For those of you just joining, or not joining, as the case may be, we are in the TopStep XFA, currently about 150 from payout. Will it be a happy Friday, or will it be a somewhat less happy but also happy Friday? Because I'm not going to let this account go red today. Also, for any of you keeping score at home, my other XFA, 169.90. It's an old school one, so I only need 150 on it a day, so that one's locked. Okay, like seeing some more downside here. That's good news. Now, do we want to consider? Ooh, really would love to backpack it down to 400, but we're still so supportive here. UVXY 39 even. Oh, big push UVXY. Oh, terrible fill though. All right, I'm out of that for 30 because that fill sucked my. 1 point. Lame. I told you I wanted the short to 400. I thought I got in at 404. Ugh. Okay. Short and all-time highs. Tempted to take some profit because NVIDIA, it looks a little supportive. It's under the 209. We are under SPY's pre-market high, but we have two big support EMAs riding right below, and this is actually where we bounce from. Slightly new low. Reclaim of 400s. NVIDIA 208.96. NVIDIA's thinking about giving a bounce here. Back over 209 with some gusto, and I will cut this short. In profit, of course. Okay, VIX getting real interesting here. 880 on NVIDIA. All right, moving my stop down. Down to the news candle high, because look at this. We're back inside the news candle with the poor structure that I talked about before. Oh, my. Okay, we're under 400s there. Man has arrived in Pakistan. Everybody careful out there on shorts. I'm taking my profit. SPY hit its supportive EMAs. Look at the exit. Look at the exit on that. There's the NVIDIA bounce. I just got long, y'all. Look at that NVIDIA candle. Long 2 micros. Longing all-time highs. Just 2 micros. Oh, come on. We got this, guys. We got this. Stops to break even. Move my stop to break even quickly. So that was just short. Switching the bias can be risky. Okay, can we get an EMA interaction, or will we just take one off in profit first? All right, $10 profit is still a profit. The other one is at break even. So, green trade. There it is. $11 on that trade, boys. $98 from payout. Are we gonna get it before I have to go to school? Okay, UVXY back to 39. I don't know if I'm really long anymore. 208.68 Nvidia. SPY is under the pre-market highs. Has EMA support down there. I'm just gonna go micro. This up here. The last $90. It's always the hard. $400. Reclaim of 400 gets me interested in the long. UVXY 3904. Not over 400. Still support my getting out of my short at that level. Under 400, however. Here's SPY 713 tap. UVXY 3906. Remember, we got 3917 resistance on the UVXY, which might be right around the time we interacted 360s. Where last we were short, then long. Okay, long from 390. I will add as we approach this EMA because I think we're going to continue bouncing. We saw a rejection on the VIX. UVXY is not above its resistance. The market looks supportive. Nvidia's got to get its act together. And I guess if I was setting a stop, it would kind of be like in there. $50 risk. What do we think? In case we get a knife through the heart. Okay, we get first hurdle is getting back over 400. Oh, spicing. We're getting spicy here. Prepared to get out of this either way in. Once I see the direction of it, getting spicy. That was a VIX rejection. That's a top wick on the UVXY. You can't see it, but I can. Check your own chart. I'm busy. That's what I wanted to see. Stop is now at the bottom of that wick, risking $4. We got this, guys. We got this on the $4 risk. Whoo! That almost got up to the EMA again. Almost. You know what? Fuck it. Break even. Stop is at break even. I don't trust it. I don't trust it. VIX is actually not rejecting. It's actually still continuing its bounciness. We could easily pulse down into these 60s, and that's where I'm interested next. Oh, it wicked me out and then bounced. Son of a... Nvidia 2843, big red bar. Getting a bounce. Oh, UVXY is nearing resistance this time. Come on, Nvidia, stop selling. Stop selling 2840s now, Nvidia. What are we risking here? Let's risk $100. Okay. One. De-risked on the pop. Watching VIX really close here. That 3920-ish being tested on the UVXY. Love to see it reject. I will even add to the long if it does. 3914 UVXY. Okay, we might be having a VIX moment here, guys. Nvidia 20840s. Here's the VIX rejection. I added one more down there. Again, check out this EMA. This is really where I want to be long from. Kind of, I'm a little ahead of schedule. We call that front running in the biz. This biz. Love the bottom wick. I've got knife insurance down here below some of these other levels. I'll even go like into this 59 because I do want to get long at 60s. Long from 90s currently. There we go. Is that Nvidia reaching its EMA for support? Yes. Now the market can bounce. VIX looks rejecty. UVXY is at resistance. If it blows through, then the market will fall hard, and I will exit swiftly. 39.14 UVXY, 2:24 p.m. Okay, 91, 92. Want to engulf the wick of this candle. Prove that the long idea has some legs. There we go. Spy's trying to do it. Spy's trying to do it. Let's go, Spy. There we go. Here we go.
Order filled.
De-risked out of 1. It's moving my stop way up. Currently in a 1-to-1 trade. All right, I'm out of 1 more. Look at the risk on that trade. Look at that. Maybe I'm gonna move it to break even. A little bit in profit. Tempted to look at a backpack here. Things are shifting. We have that EMA pressing us from above. It's the only thing preventing me. That stop is at break even on the micro. UVXY 39.14. Don't want to see a catastrophic break above. Seeing resistance from the EMA is why I'm not backpacking from here. Gotta get above this EMA. I do like the bounce so far. I called the long. Again, down here at 72, that could be a fun long. Gotta get from here, we've got this resistance right above, and it's also at the 400 level, which is it's a juicy spot to short from, so I'm not gonna invest a lot more risk from there. Matter of fact, there's 400 reclaimed. NVIDIA with a great bounce. It is at an EMA that I could reject from. I'm gonna go ahead and take my profit there. $65 away from payout. A return lower could encourage me to go heavy long. I could still chase from here, but this EMA has been tricky. It's why I exited when I did. Okay, if we break through the EMA, however, we have room to the upside. All right, I'm long 3 in case we do exactly that. See VIX with a big ol' rejection. I'm out of 1 in this de-risk. That was like a $3 profit. Out of 2. Here we go. Here we go. Stop is a break even. Not going to backpack this, even though I see lots of potential to the upside here. VIX is almost finding a new low of the day. UVXY hanging out at resistance, though. That's a little suspect. Stopped out. Okay. $60. That was a $5 profit. I love it. That's pre-market high tap SPY rejection. I'd love to see some more volume come in. Not to the downside. VIX woke up. Careful. Caution, caution, caution. 400 level battle right now. Caution, caution, caution. Not going short. UVXY broke through its resistance. That's what just happened. If it does not reject here, we're going to head low. And I'm going to potentially long 1 at 370s. We're at 390s. I'm going to try to not get too overly excited. SPY. Putting a bounce in. All right.
Order filled.
I'm long 2 micros off 399.50.
Order filled.
3 now 96. Oh, it rejected the EMA. I need to recapture that, please. 39.19 on the UVXY. 39.21 on the UVXY. We just broke that resistance. Come on now. Come on, market. Come on, NVIDIA. You can do it. Remember, I really want to be long from the 70s. I will add as we get lower down. All right, there's 90 tap. Ah, gross. UVXY is kind of hanging out at that 39.20. A little bit of red.
Order filled.
Okay. Liking the bounce that I'm seeing. Liking the bounce that I'm seeing. Got a little bit of a higher low. VIX bouncy.
Order filled.
Add it again down there. Equal lows. realize at this moment we have not defined our risk. There we go. Okay, close to entry here. I like seeing the support. UVXY, however, is above its prior resistance, so I'm watching very closely. I will size down if we get up to that EMA where we rejected from. Okay, looks like a VIX rejection. We like that. Now, VIX is getting a little bit supportive here. Did not get the rejection off 39.20 on the UVXY. Idiot, new lows. Like seeing some bounciness come in. Oof, we're at that EMA, however. Gonna have to take profit really quick if we get a pop up. Down into the 80s here. Okay, there's NVIDIA with the bounce. Finally, thank you, NVIDIA. Finally, we're at the EMA. Ooh, don't reject, don't reject, don't reject. It's rejecting. It's rejecting the EMA.
Order
All right,
filled.
sizing down on the EMA tappage. Stop is at break even, $3 profit. Woof! Look at how fast that goes. Look at that exit too. Woof! Let's get above this EMA now. Let's get it. Let's get it. NVIDIA, do your thing. Okay, I like that engulfing look. Let's get above the EMA now. Let's get above the EMA now, and then we'll start to deal with these guys, these sellers up here. Oh, it's kind of rejecting off the EMA. Eyes looking gross. Market's starting to move, starting to pick up. I'm seeing volume on the 231 candle. Guess that's kind of like a new 30-minute, 5-minute. Oh, it's a new hourly if we started at 9:30. Maybe that's why it's important. Come on now, let's get this bottom in. Yes, yes. Yes, come on, get above that wick. Don't reject. Move my stop way up. All right, took my profit there. I don't know if I want to be long against that seller right there. Tempted to be though. Oh, here it goes. That was a VIX move. I jumped back in the long against those sellers, just like I just said I wasn't going to do. The VIX is moving. VIX is moving out of 1. Out of 2 as we get to the top of that wick. Oh, are we going to press or are we not going to press? Ooh, glad I got those 2 off when I did. Come on, VIX, do your thing. Crush it. VIX Crush Fridays. Let's do it. Ooh, tough top wick. NVIDIA is still riding its EMA to the downside. We got to get above the NVIDIA 2-minute 9 EMA. If we have any hope for longs. Back to the tippy tip. Oh no, we're in the news candle. I'm longing the news candle. This is not good. I was short the news candle before. Oh, VIX got a little bouncy bounce. Now again, I would love to be long from the 70s. That's where I really am curious about whether this has legs or not. NVIDIA's getting that rejection off its 9 EMA. Lost 10 points, 10 cents, 13 cents. Boo! Not adding. The 400 and EMA rejection and wick rejection prevents me from adding at this level. NVIDIA is trying its best to hold up. I'm trying my best to hold on to this. Oh, let's get our defied our risk. $75 risk. above the 400. There's that 400 reclaim. I like the look of that. Got above that wick. I like the look of that. Stop us at break even. Oh, come on. Let's push it. Come on. Come on. $13 away. Come on. Let's flip it in a video. Let's flip the script. You're not flipping. You're not flipping the scripting. There we go. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Oh, it's kind of rejecting from up there. Yikes. Oh, the rejection. Knife through the heart. Dick's trying to make a new local low. That's good. There's NVIDIA getting over its EMA. Come on, you got this, NVIDIA. We got this. $10 from payout. We got this. Either way, the trade's not going to go red, so I'm not worried. Now, if we see a mega rejection to the downside, I will short it quickie scalp. Sure you guys can see the screen. Yeah, you see my screen. You see my trade. Okay, here we go. Upside, upside, upside. All right, I took my profit. I took my profit. $10 from payout. VIX got a little green in its bottom. That's why. I'm not going short from here. NVIDIA is still rejecting its EMA. Maybe I do go short from here. Is that the candle, news candle? Yeah. Still in the news candle, huh? 400 test. VIX woke up. Where do we get $10 from? NVIDIA is starting to look rejecty. Holding the 400 level though. All right, NVIDIA got some support. Let's get over its EMA and we can squeeze up. Okay, NVIDIA put in that CBC, baby. Oh, Qs. Not that one, the other one. Oops. NVIDIA did not put in the right CBC. It put in the negative CBC. Come on, come on. Come on. We gotta push this. We gotta push this up. All right, I see NVIDIA. I see Qs with the 5-minute CBC flip. 2.5 minutes to go in that 5-minute candle. Don't love the rejection right from our entry-ish. NVIDIA did not get continuation to the upside. Oh, I'm liking this though. This looks productive. Not loving this position anymore. It's looking like a double hanging man situation. Resistancy. Kind of all up to NVIDIA from here. Interesting. Oh, I like that. I took my profit. Because again, I don't want to stay for a long time. Nope, I chased it. I chased it to the north. I chased it to the north side. Don't reject. Come on. Come on. I chased it. Damn it, I chased. Same reason I exited is the reason I shouldn't chase. Chased it. NVIDIA is still not above its EMA. QQQ 5-minute CBC did flip. Oh, so very close. Brutal. Stop is in. Look at that long wick going red. Threatening the CBC flip on QQQ. VIX trending up, still at resistance. Oh man, That's brutal. Liking this bounce so far, but it's not looking super awesome. Okay, UVXY is getting spicy over here, guys.
Order filled.
I added a couple.
Order
Added a
filled.
couple more. Don't want to see a VIX. Don't want to see VIX have a moment here while we're getting heavy. 407 now. Watching 400 to hold as support. 412 is my position. Got to get above that and take some profits. CBCs are starting to flip against me. 409. There's 410. Candle turned green. CBC restored on the cues. Oh, candle went red though. NVIDIA's looking productive. Okay, got a little green there. Need more green than that. There we go.
Order filled.
Out of two more,
Order
out of more, out of more.
Order filled.
Stop is in at break even. Stop is in at profit. This was a green trade, you guys. This is a green trade. At the buzzer, NVIDIA turning it around. Don't push it back down. Go, 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 go. We're 20 now getting tested. This is where we were short from before. I'm liking the squeeze look that I see here though. 421 now. Oh, we got to get above the 420, guys. We got to get above 420. Don't give me another top wick. That's so lame. VIX is waking up though. Okay. NVIDIA's trying to reject off of its upper EMA, but QQQ is holding its CBC, which went bullish. Getting rejected off of 420 VIX. Nice rejection. UVXY is at resistance. It'd be great to see it break down from there. Get above 420, can we? I want to see a push through 420. Lots of profit taking on NVIDIA every time it hits an EMA. That's how you know. SPY 1 minute just flipped CBC to blue. Gotta see it bounce from there. All right, I'm out with profit there. $5,009. Not quite enough based on my consistency. Let's go look at the dashboard and see what my best day was, and we'll do the math. Also, let's just make sure that we are flatten all. Okay, watching VIX here for a bounce potentially, seeing QQQ with a nasty top wick and NVIDIA with a rejection off of its EMA cluster. Hard to make a call from here, you guys. Be very careful. Be very, very careful and cautious. We are gonna look and see what was the best day. Pre-market high. Oh, on SPY. Glad we got out of the long when we did. And this is, which one is this? This is. Nope, don't touch it. Nope, don't touch it. Nope, 400, but 480s now is of interest to me. Okay, what is my best day? Okay, CBC flipping on the 5 minute on Qs. Glad we got out of the longs. Where's our day? Best day, 2064. All right, I gotta do a quick little bit of math, and then I gotta go to school. So, balance 5,009 divided by 1,064, remember? Your level hold. Prepared to go long again. XY 3916. NVIDIA for a bounce off 208s. No, not gonna do it. Not gonna do it. 2064. NVIDIA for the bottom candle. 208. VIX waking up big time, but so is the market. Yeah. He is holding 208 for the moment. Or would be flying up. Hold. Okay. Best day. It's 2064. %41% consistency at this moment. I need to add a little bit more on top here. But the VIX is looking very, very concerning. Video under 208. Let's see if it catches a little bit of liquidity under there. All right, I'm long 2. Nice rejection on the VIX. I'm out 1 on the EMA interaction. Oh. Gotta move my stop down. Seeing it reject from that EMA breaks the heart. Breaks the heart. NVIDIA, get your shit together. Okay, want to see more rejection out of the VIX and NVIDIA to catch a bid. 207.80s now. 207 might be the next level of support for NVIDIA. We got to be real careful here. We're going to be real cautious. Cautiously moving my stop down. We want to see NVIDIA catch a bid here. 207.80. 70s now. Notice where my stop is actually where I would like to get long. Now here in the 80s. We're flirting at the 400 level. That has been the issue of the day. NVIDIA is looking a little supportive there. Here we go. Is that the NVIDIA bounce that we've been waiting for? The long foretold NVIDIA bounce. Has it arrived? It's trying. Moving my stop up. Okay. This is going to be my last trade of the day. Win, lose, or draw. It's going to be a win, but whether we win a lot or we win a little. I may not make consistency today, but it'll be worth it because I will have made my probably need like another 100 really to capture that consistency. Really liking the UVXY rejection. Not gonna backpack it. Come on, NVIDIA. This is it. Come on, NVIDIA. Uh-oh, it's not doing it. NVIDIA's not doing it.
Order filled.
Stopped out in profit. $207.88 on NVIDIA. Watching this closely. $207.87. Looking very supportive here. Gotta see some more green from NVIDIA, showing me that it has bottomed and can get above the EMA.
Filled.
I'm long on a backpack up here. Want to see NVIDIA do the thing. 25, 30, 15. Don't reject from there. NVIDIA do the thing. NVIDIA do the thing. I said that micro trade was going to be the last one of the day. I know. I'm sorry, guys. NVIDIA is looking supportive at 208-ish. Exit 39. Come on, don't reject 208 NVIDIA. Don't reject 208 NVIDIA. NVIDIA rejected 208.
Order filled.
Long to mega backpack down there. Mega backpack, mega backpack, mega backpack alert. Market's moving. That's where I wanted to be long from. Just happened to be long from the backpacks. Don't turn that candle red. Let's go. 207.80 NVIDIA. Come on. Heavy backpack here. I would love to lighten the load if we get into some big green. Hold that 400. Gotta get follow through here. Gotta get follow through here. I'm in the green. Briefly green. Rejecting off our entry. Fix starting to wake up. Up 30, 40. $60, $80. Push, please. There's the push. There's a push. Out of one. Stop is in. There's a little bit of a loss on the first one. NVIDIA, make this bounce happen for me, please, please, please. And I'm out. Okay, MNQ. Okay, UVXY crashing down. Long 5 micros. Did it? Didn't fill me. There's the 5 micros. On the chase up. NVIDIA got the green. Just don't reject from the EMA and we're golden. Let's go up higher. No. Get through these sellers. Come on. Come on. Daddy's got to go to school. Give it to the dad. Don't reject 208 NVIDIA. Reclaim it. 697, 98, 9. Just a little bit of green, and we're going to get that consistency in. This is where they get you. They're getting you to fight your own consistency. Don't love the top wick. EVXY is under 39. NVIDIA rejecting 208 at the moment. Buy above its pre-market high. Like that. Get some green on this trade. QQQ, let's do it. Let's do it. Here we go. Here we go. Let's push it up. Push it up. Push it up. It pushed but rejected. We're at entry here. I will do. Oh, come on. Top wicking. Bullshit. Come on. NVIDIA's over 208. That's good news. Big push here. Let's get the big push. New candle. New candle. There's the push. Oh, still rejecting off of entry. We did reclaim the EMA though. We start to fall below it. I'm just going to X out of this. Falling below the EMA. VIX getting a bounce. Who will win? NVIDIA under 208. You gotta hold it, bud. You gotta hold it, bud. NVIDIA's not holding it. Man. Whatever. We're deep in profits either way. If we don't hit the consistency today, then so be it. SPY's kind of losing the pre-market high. NVIDIA 208.03. It's got to really give me more than that, NVIDIA. Got a bearish engulfing off of the EMA hanging man situation forming here. Not super bullish unless NVIDIA gets its head out of its own ass. UVXY 38.87. If it breaks below its half gap, that's good news for the longs. Back to our entry. We push above the wick. It is rejecting 208 again. UVXY 38.86. Will it bounce or will it fail under the half gap? Like it's bouncing so far based on the market.
Order filled.
Adding for the push. I added 2 more there, so I'm going to be really quick on the takeout. Come on, NVIDIA. Come on, NVIDIA. Yes, yes. Push more, push more. Don't just reject the entry again.
Order filled.
Okay, we're starting to fail here. We got to get this move now. 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 Come on. Give me this move now. It's the opposite of what the market wants to do, is to listen to me, of all people. Like I know what I'm doing here.
Order filled. Order
Added big. Let's see if we go down and collect a little liquidity just to pop it up. NVIDIA 208. Come on, baby. VIX 38.87. Pretty big position here. Love to see some green. And there's some green. All right, I'm taking it off, taking it off, taking it off, taking it off. Still long some. Break evens. Out of one more. About to get stopped. Nope, didn't get stopped. UVXY 38.86. Out of one more. As we interact with the EMA, you never know where it's going to reject or reclaim. Love for this candle to turn green. NVIDIA is trying at 208. Nope, stopped out. Still waiting for a big mega bounce. 38.84 on the UVXY. 400 on the market. NVIDIA under 208, not bullish.
Order filled.
Long 2.
Order filled.
Long 2 more. Need like 50 bucks. Starting to reject from the EMA. Not looking super bullish. I liked the bottoming look from NVIDIA, but it didn't deliver. NVIDIA is trying to put in a bottom here, everybody. I'm trying my best, boss. Trying my best, coach. Don't know if I can do it, though. Saw the VIX get rejections, which is good. Let's push long. Let's push long. Let's push long. All right, I'm out of one more on the push. Stop is a break even. Let's see where this goes. I want to defeat these wicks if we can. There's one wick defeated. Defeat, defeat, defeat. Amaze, amaze, amaze. Let's go. NVIDIA's trying to put in that bottom. Let's get it. Let's get it, everybody. Let's get it, everybody. Out of one more on the push. Just long 2 here. Tough spot here. Tough spot. Defeated another wick. Oh, the pull though. The pull. Yikes. I got one more up there because of the pull down. We're going to get stopped out break even probably on the last one. Oof. Spicy. It's getting spicy here, guys. This is risky biskies. All right, Dad's got to go to school. We will never find out what happens to this trade. 38.81 on the UVXY, but it's trying to bounce. Oil under 95. That's cool. Oh, VIX just gapped way down, everybody. VIX gapping to the south side. Moving my stop up. That should be a big push on the market. That's good news. Let's get a new high. Let's get a new high. Oh, don't fade it. 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 All right. God, the fills are so booty. Breaking out. Breaking out, NVIDIA. At resistance. Will it defeat it? UVXY. Putting a little bit of a bottom there. Okay. Oh, VIX bounced. NVIDIA 208.20 now. Got to turn that candle green. We're at the 420 now. News candle is broken. VIX heading down some more.
Order filled.
Out of 1 in profits. Out of 2 in profit. Let's push. Let's push. NVIDIA's got to get it. NVIDIA's got to get it. Ugh. Green to red. NVIDIA did not do it. Okay, NVIDIA, turn that red candle to green. I like that. I'm out of 1 more on that push. Okay, NVIDIA battling at the 208.20s. Let's see what happens. VIX finding new lows, or at the lows. Let's hope we don't get a double bottom on the VIX while we're trying to squeeze a little bit of extra profit into our consistency test on TopStep. Like the push. Come on, NVIDIA. Come on, NVIDIA. You got to do it too. You got to play along too. Out of 1 more on that push. Stop is at break even. Last trade of the day because I have to go. Okay, gonna ride that up. Let's ride it up. Ride it up. Keep riding it, baby. Let's go. Okay, I'm gonna do some calculations on consistency here.
Order filled.
Oh, stopped out. Whoa. Big rejection. Big rejection, NVIDIA. Still battling. VIX still under its pivot. .4% consistency. Come on. NVIDIA looking rejecty. Do we jump in short or do we jump in long? VIX getting a little bouncy there. Okay, NVIDIA is now testing its EMA for potential support and 208 combo support. UVXY looking very bottomy. Back over the 38.83. VIX found a bottom as well near the lows. NVIDIA holding 208 so far. Okay, can NVIDIA get above the 208.20s? Potential topping pattern off of the 420 level.
Order
Short
filled.
one. Short and all-time highs. All right, then I really got to go to school. In fact, you know what I'm going to do here? I'm going to just leave the trade on. News candle high. Short again. Stop as a break even. Okay. What will happen? Stopped out. Ain't that just the way it is? Watching the video here for a push out of resistance. DXY is 38.88. It's a reclaim of half gap, but it's looking top wiki, 38.89. Video holding 208 though. Fixed looking bottomy, everybody. Okay, NVIDIA's breaking down.
Order
Out of
filled.
one. Uh-oh, got a bounce. Uh-oh, dealing with a bounce here. NVIDIA, is it you? Did I misread that breakdown on NVIDIA?
Order filled.
3890 UVXY. NVIDIA breaks out. I'm going to flip long. Short 5 here. Short a 5 spot. Here, break even. Now I'm in green.
Order filled.
Out of 4 out of 5. And the stop is a break even. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to leave this trade on, and I'm going to go get ready because I got to go. You know what? I'm even going to...
Order filled.
Wow, stopped out. Son of a bitch. That's the NVIDIA breakout we're watching there. NVIDIA is breaking out. Gotta get over 20850 or it's a fake breakout. 20850. There's fix kind of rejecty. All right, guys. We're going to call it there. I know you can't even see my face. We're going to call it there. Calling it a day. It was an excellent, excellent day of trading, you guys.
Order filled.
Okay, I just got short 2 micros as I see
Order
NVIDIA
filled.
not hold 20850. Now I'm short 3.
Order
4.
filled.
Uh-oh, we're about to get squeezed up.
Order filled.
Look at that top wick. Look at that top wick.
Order filled.
Shorted it. NVIDIA is breaking out, but I think it's a false breakout. That top wick. 714 SPY is going to sort of be my stop.
Order filled.
Okay, risk defined. Okay, watching for that push. Seeing the top wick on the video off 209 though.
Order filled. Order filled.
Come on now. Come on now. Don't squeeze up. Long, sorry, short 14. Oh, it's a 3 p.m. push. Damn. Got on the wrong side of the 3 p.m. candle, everybody. Sorry about that. VIX is in total free fall.
Order filled. Order filled. Order filled.
Need that candle to go red. Very good. Moving my base rip stop down. Prepared to stop out of all this nonsense. VIX breaking down. UVXY getting a bounce.
Order filled. Order filled.
That candle did not
Order
go red
filled.
like I needed it to. Do not want to see any further push above what is this top wick. He's getting that 209. Oh, rejection. Nice. Initial rejection got bought up. We're at the top of that wick. VIX is finding lows.
Order filled. Order filled. Order filled.
Pushing. Not good. Not good. Not good. Into this big wick here.
Order filled. Order filled. Order
Okay,
filled.
big
Order
short.
rejected.
A big
Order
short, you
rejected.
guys. Max
Order
short. Let's get
rejected.
that top wick in. Let's get it. Let's get it. Let's get it. And I'll start to exit big here. I'm long. I'm short. 10, 50. Sorry, short 50. Give me the rejection. Give me the rejection. Give me the big rejection. Give me the big red. Give me the big red. Give me the big red. Come on. Come on. Come on. Give me the big red. Give me the red. Give me the red. Turn that candle red. Turn that candle red. Come on, let's turn this candle red. Not green. Not green. Not green. Not green. Red. 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 We want red. We want red. 209 confirming on NVIDIA. Oh, man. Rough shorts. UVXY is plunging. Okay, VIX caught a bounce. Let's turn that candle red. Red, red, red. BTC's trying to flip. Gotta bounce again. Very strong. Market is very, very, very strong. Video's looking squeezy. I'm watching this real close. I will exit bigly as we start to turn this candle green again. VIX, come on. That resistance here. Wow. Push. Big push. Push into 50s now. We can't break above 50 with too much gusto, or we're going to be all out of this position for a big red day. Resisting 50s, I like that. VIX trying to bottom here. Ah, brutal squeeze here, guys. Brutally squeezing. Above 50s, I'm going to start to size down. There's the rejection under 50 I needed. Don't confirm above 50. Okay, there we go. 40s again. That's good news. Walk this thing down. Walk this thing down. There's VIX with the bounce. 5. Oof. Keep these stops wide because the shitty fill is on TopStep. Under 50s. NVIDIA holding 209. Got a bit more rejecty. Five now. Gotta get under the 40s. VIX looking really bouncy. Back at 50. Man, they filled that whole bottom wick up. All-time high. The candle back red at 50. I like that. Firming over 50, which I don't love. VIX at the low. Under 50 now. Need to not support at 50. Prepared to exit out of some of these. Video looks like it's rejecting 209s. VIX getting a bounce. 44 now. 46 getting support. Trying to support at 50s. Look at how strong the fucking market is. Wow. Back to 50s, 51. Breaking out above that would be very, very bad. XY is pushing here. Nvidia is putting in the CBC flip. Get back under 50s, please. Back under 50s, please. Fifties are looking supportive, unfortunately, for our short. 38.82 UVXY, 38.81. Seems like it's rejecting off the half cap. Under 50s again. Okay, CBC flip on NVIDIA. Get under 209, please. I like that. I like that. We need to not support from the EMAs. UVXY 38.81, 38.83. That's the half gap test on the UVXY. Market could super bounce here. Okay. Short is alive. Barely. Picking up. 445, 444 now. Let's get under here. Get under there. Sell it down. 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 Come on now. 40s. Under 40s. Let's go. We're under 40s. Come on. Come on. Get under 40. Get under 40 and I'll start to exit. Under 40s. Under 40s. UVXY is up. VIX is up. Let's get under that 40. Get under that 40. Didn't get under the 40. Exiting anyway. The EMA held. Now, still long a good bit. Sorry, still short a good bit. That erased all of my P&L on the day. Terrible fills. Try again on Monday, I guess, guys. I'm watching the video really close here to see if this short can have some legs. Okay, that short is now starting to work. I had to exit per my rules as the bounce started to form on the EMA. Short starting to play out. There we go. There we go. Let's drive this down. Wow, sick bounce here. Watching 664 to hold on cues, potentially a support. By 714, kind of the same level. Get under 664 and I'll start taking some profits. 38.86 on UVXY. There we go. There's that short down.
Order filled.
Taking some off in profits.
Order filled.
Still short 13 micros here. You gotta go, you guys. Man, that original short would have worked.
Order filled.
Profits on the way down, you got. Damn, that first short idea did work. I just took, all the rules to de-risk. That's what you get.
Order filled.
One more. Moving my takeout down.
Order filled.
UVXY is going to test that 39 next.
Order filled.
Watching the VIX really close here at 39. SPX at 7160 potential support. 7159, 7160. Watching this position over here. We come into those EMAs down below.
Order filled.
Out of some more in profits.
Order filled. Order filled. Order filled.
Watching the video for the bounce off the VWAP potentially.
Order filled.
Short idea was correct, y'all. UVXY is flying up. VIX has found its bottom. All right, I'm going to start to get myself ready to go.
Order filled.
Okay, UVXY is getting rejected from its resistance. I'm out of the whole position. Totally flat in there. Watching the video here for the bounce.
Order filled.
Long a backpack. Off the big UVXY rejection off of its resistance. VIX is getting more legs though.
Order filled.
Gotta see a VIX rejection for real here. Like the bounce on the video. Resisting from our entry on the mega backpack. Q's 5-minute at big support. That's why I'm doing this trade. The video's got to stay green up there. ticking up. Big push VIX. NVIDIA's got to hold 208. Long from 2650 on the backpacks down to 2017. Oof. Oof.
Order filled.
Added one more.
Order filled.
Added one more. Hope we don't squeeze downwards.
Order filled.
Added one more. Down into here, where all my supports are. QQQ's got to hold support there. Heavy backpack here. EMAs below are giving me support. We start to lose those, and I will obviously get out, maybe even before then. On NVIDIA, 208 hold. Okay, we're greens. We're greens. Briefly green. NVIDIA's falling.
Order rejected.
Down into the EMAs. Man, I should have taken that profit off when I had it. Should have taken the profit off when I had it. Gotta have a bounce here. Must bounce off of this EMA. There's the bounce. How much legs does it have? Like in the bottom wick from the EMA support. How much support is it? Let's find out. Okay, getting to our entry. Big green.
Order filled.
Taking them out in profits.
Order filled.
Last one's at break even. Get above those wicks. Let's get above those wicks. I like the rejection from the VIX. Big rejection VIX. NVIDIA's got to put in more oomph than that if we're going to have any hope of continuing this bounce upwards. Oof, look at it fade. Faded. Totally faded. That's very
Order
surprising.
filled. Order filled.
Long again.
Order filled. Order filled.
Stops at break even. Gotta get above those wicks up there. Gotta get above those wicks up there. There we go. 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 Pushing up. I'm out. I'm out. 52.17.68. Let's do the math. 52.17.68. 1,055 divided by 52.17. 39% consistency. We have secured payout for today. That's how we do it, ladies and gentlemen. On that note, I'm going to leave. You guys be careful out there. I'm locking my shit out for the day. Locked out for the day. Woo! 888 on the day. Secured the payout. Thanks for helping me pay my mortgage, everybody. Goodbye. I'll see you tomorrow.